I was like, okay, I know there's a lot of people. How are you? Thank you for having me.
I'm good. How are you? I see you in your classroom.
I just got out. And so, a couple of questions. I am a sixth grade teacher. Hello from DC. I'm a sixth grade teacher, and I'm also a theater artist. Art is my passion, and I have been putting it off on hold. And I'm tired of doing that. So I have a pitch tomorrow to investors about my theater, my virtual theater company that I would like to start. But however, I'm just trying to make sure again with my theater, I'm a teacher because I cannot make enough money as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to really use my passion in the arts. I love Shakespeare, I love theater, but it does not pay my bills. And that's just where it
Now,
is. However, I'm inspired from just so many people who are creating their own to, I have this mentality of working so hard for other people, and then it comes to myself and I'm only giving myself the crumbs. So that's just pretty much where I am. I would describe myself when it comes to the arts and in the workplace as the hidden figure. I'm very quiet. I'm invisible. I don't really sell myself. So my hope is to sell myself tomorrow. And then also, if I do get rejected, because I'm used to that, but to continue to use my strengths and how I can use teaching and theater um, to build my company. So that's just where I am.
the thing about being an educator is that I think that a lot of educators kind of box themselves in and don't realize what the transferable skills are. And it sounds like that's kind of what you're experiencing. So let me ask you this. Give me more information about your virtual theater company, because I need to have some more information so I can kind of pick out what goes and what doesn't.
Yeah, so my theater company is a storytelling, so pretty much working with playwrights to have people of colors work to the screen. So if I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Issa Rae and how she started on YouTube. So the virtual theater company will start there to give a platform for people of color and entrepreneurs wanting to get to stage.
And do you work in a primarily African American school district where your students are primarily Black?
I live in DC. However, my students are Latinx and Black, so we're cultural. We're cultural. However, I'm in between DC and Maryland, so yeah.
So, although there are distinct differences, like I don't want to group us together, but I do think that the Black and Brown movement is important. So I think that one thing being an educator is that you see firsthand what the specific needs of the population that you serve are. And you also see the inadequacies, being that your passion is theater. So a simple way to kind of connect that is, hey, I live this. I see this every day. I'm on the forefront. And I understand how important it is for these diverse children to see their face and to see, if you think about history, in the American school district, history is heavily focused on the accomplishments of Caucasians. So you can even talk about that, how important it is for your students to get an opportunity to see faces. If they don't see these faces somewhere, they will grow up and believe that they don't accomplish anything, that the world was created by Caucasian men. And so if you kind of turn that into a passion and you kind of use like a pivot, like I became an educator because I wanted to be a Black or a brown face within an educational environment so I could change the narrative. And then also you want to emphasize the fact that you have strong relationships with your students, you have strong relationships with their parents, and that is an audience that you have already. So not only do you have a theater company, but you also have an audience to display appropriate content to, and that is an advantage to any business.
What? Yes. I literally, yeah, okay. That's exactly where my confidence needs to be. That's exactly it. I feel all of this burning sensation, but I don't release it and it goes against me. Yes.
Sometimes you have to find the fit. You have to find the fit. It's not always going to be, sometimes you have to find a way to fit your passion into, your income. So this is your income source, but there's also a need, there's a deficit. And you should also think in the mindset of how you can reach your customer. Who is your customer? And, sometimes we think of adults, that's our primary, but honestly, pop culture is ran by kids.
Yes, it is. My kids love TikTok.
Yeah, they do. And then you also have to think it's not just your classroom. I'm sure you have relationships with other teachers. So, I encourage you to kind of get in that position of, bring that theater into the classroom. I know there are limits and boundaries, but
Yeah.
bring that passion into the classroom as much as you can. And, because you also want to feel fulfilled. I'll tell you, entrepreneurship is very hard. It's